Welcome to GSD Brainers, the place where curiosity meets discovery. Have you ever wondered how the world could suddenly end? Brace yourself because we're about to dive into the top 10 ways it could happen. Life as we know it is a precarious dance on the knife edge of existence. Our universe too is a vast enigmatic expanse swirling with mysteries and phenomena that could at any moment tip the scales. The ways our world could meet its untimely end are as fascinating as they are terrifying. But don't fret, this isn't meant to send you spiraling into existential dread. Rather, it's an invitation to marvel at the sheer unpredictability of life and the universe. We're here to explore the what-ifs, the maybes, and the could-bes. Are you ready to face the apocalyptic possibilities? Then let's get started. At number 10, we have killer asteroids. Picture this. You're enjoying your day routine while a massive rock hurtling through our atmosphere toward you is on its way to collision with our home planet. It's not just a scene from your favorite sci-fi flick, it's a reality that has happened in the past and will happen again. It's not a question of if, but when. Now let's take a step back in time. About 65 million years ago, the dinosaurs, mighty and dominant, were wiped off the face of the Earth by a celestial intruder, a killer asteroid. A similar event today would have catastrophic consequences. Cities would be flattened, forests would go up in flames, and a cloud of dust would blanket the Earth, plunging us into a nuclear winter. But don't lose sleep just yet. Chances are slim, and scientists across the globe are keeping a watchful eye on the heavens, ready to give us a heads up. Still, it's a chilling thought. Even if we receive a heads-up warning without enough time, there will be very little we can do about it. A cosmic game of billiards that could wipe us out in an instant. Coming in at number 9, we have super-volcanoes. Now, this is something that could literally shake your day and the world to its core. Picture this, a volcano, but not just your average mountain spewing lava. We're talking about a super-volcano, a geological titan with the power to reshape our planet. One such behemoth lies beneath the serene and picturesque Yellowstone National Park. But don't let its beauty fool you. This sleeping giant, known as the Yellowstone caldera, harbors a devastating potential. A super eruption could spew thousands of cubic miles of rock and ash into the atmosphere, creating a volcanic winter that could last for years. The consequences? Crop failures, mass starvation, and a dramatic shift in the global climate. This is not just a story of destruction, but one of survival. The question is, are we prepared for such an event? The truth can be unsettling. When the ground beneath us isn't as solid as we think. At number 8, we have the sun's death. Now let's take a moment to ponder on the life of our radiant, fiery friend. The sun, a star like any other, is destined to follow the natural course of stellar evolution. It's currently in what's known as the main sequence stage, happily burning hydrogen into helium to provide us with warmth and light. But nothing lasts forever, not even stars. In about 5 billion years, our sun will exhaust its hydrogen fuel and begin burning helium. This will wreak havoc on our solar system. But what if some unknown phenomena were to shorten the sun's life in our lifetime? The sun will expand into a red giant swallowing Mercury, Venus, and possibly even Earth. This event, hopefully billions of years away, could spell a fiery end for our planet. A fiery end to our solar lifeline. Number 7 presents us with an alien invasion. Imagine, if you will, uninvited guests from the cosmos descending onto our planet. It's a concept that's fascinated us in science fiction and horror, but could it become our reality? Scientists have long debated the existence of extraterrestrial life, some even suggesting that we're not alone in the universe. What if these beings decided to pay us a visit, and not for a friendly chat? Another way an invasion could end our world is through the use of alien resource-collecting scouts. Space is a risky place for life and is vast, much like our efforts to send machines to space and other planets. Other civilizations would likely do the same, exploring the universe and gathering the resources they need. An armada of robotic collectors could be sent on missions lasting thousands of years to retrieve resources. It's even possible that the aliens who created them have perished by the time such machines reach our planet, leaving no one to command the machines to stop collecting materials and harvesting anything and anyone, an interstellar threat from the unknown. At number 6, we have a global pandemic. Pandemics, as history has shown, can be lethal on a grand scale. The Black Death in the 14th century, the Spanish flu in the 20th, and more recently the COVID-19 outbreak have all demonstrated the catastrophic potential of a global disease. When we combine nature with a little bit of our intervention, the potential for something far worse arises. Scientists around the globe are researching superviruses, and documented cases reveal that viruses escaping from these labs occur much more frequently than we would like to think. The right virus, one that is highly contagious and deadly, could spread across the globe in a matter of weeks, potentially wiping out a significant portion of human life. And it's not just about the direct casualties. The fallout of a global pandemic can cause societal collapse, economic downturn, and geopolitical upheaval. The world as we know it could be turned upside down. In the face of such a crisis, our best defenses are scientific research, global cooperation, and individual responsibility. But even with these, the threat remains. A microscopic enemy wielding a macroscopic threat. Coming in at number 5, we have nuclear war. The threat of nuclear war is not a new concept, but its potential to end our world is as real today as it was during the darkest days of the Cold War. Imagine for a moment a world where diplomatic tensions escalate to a point of no return and nations unleash their nuclear arsenals. The immediate impact would be catastrophic, with cities razed to the ground in a matter of minutes. But the aftermath would be even more devastating. The world would witness a nuclear winter where smoke and dust from the explosions block out the sun, plunging the earth into a deep freeze. The surviving population would struggle to find food and clean water, leading to widespread famine and disease. It's a grim scenario, but one we must consider as we strive to prevent such a catastrophe. A man-made apocalypse waiting in the wings. At number 4, we have artificial intelligence. Picture this: machines, smarter than us, controlling every aspect of our lives. It's not just a plot from a dystopian sci-fi movie, but a potential reality. Some of the brightest minds in science warn of the risk of AI becoming hostile or uncontrollable. Our reliance on technology could be our downfall. It's a chilling prospect, isn't it? The day we lose control, the day we're no longer the smartest species on the planet. When our creations turn against us. Coming in at number 3, we have biological threat. The notion of a post-antibiotic age is not just a distant possibility, but a looming reality. Antibiotics have long been essential to modern medicine, enabling life-saving treatments such as chemotherapy and surgeries to be conducted without the grave risk of infections leading to fatal outcomes. However, our excessive use of antibiotics has fueled the development of resistant bacteria. Year after year, healthcare professionals are forced to deliver the distressing news to an increasing number of patients that their conditions cannot be effectively treated due to antibiotic resistance. Common injuries and infections may soon become insurmountable, and the era of safe, routine surgeries could be jeopardized by the heightened risk of infections. The ramifications of this issue extend far beyond individual health concerns. It poses a grave threat to our entire civilization. Antimicrobial resistance has become an increasingly pressing problem, leading to millions of deaths annually, and the situation is worsening with each passing year. Projections indicate that this crisis could escalate to an alarming 10 million deaths each year by 2050. Just envision, every minor cut or abrasion could potentially result in a severe infection and even death. This predicament demands urgent attention and concerted efforts to address the looming threat of a post-antibiotic age. At number 2, we have climate change. It's a silent but deadly assassin, steadily eroding our planet's life-supporting systems. Climate change is not a sudden, dramatic event, but rather a slow and steady degradation of our world. It's the rise of global temperatures, the melting ice caps, the increasing sea levels, and the extreme weather conditions that pose an existential threat to our existence. Scientific data and predictions paint a bleak picture. As per the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, if the average global temperature rises by 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, we could face irreversible consequences. We're talking about massive heat waves, droughts, floods, and the loss of about a third of all land and freshwater species. This is not a far-off dystopian future. It's a real and immediate threat. We're already witnessing the early signs. The melting ice we're causing releases trapped methane gases, exacerbating the situation. Moreover, buried beneath the ocean floor across the entire globe are vast deposits of methane clathrate. The heat we're generating can destabilize and release massive quantities of gases that trap heat in our atmosphere, setting off a chain reaction that might already be underway. If this is the case, extreme weather will continue to worsen, potentially leading to Earth's climate resembling that of Venus, with temperatures used to be 41 degrees Celsius in the past, similar to our twin planet. However, with an out-of-control greenhouse effect, its surface temperature today could soar as high as 462 degrees Celsius, creating conditions akin to living inside an environment with a temperature more than double that of a heated oven. Earth's temperature might just get even worse. And finally, at number 1, we have the universe's end. Regardless of the top 10 list we have covered so far, the universe has much more than just 10 potential ways to end life as we know it today. At the top of today's list, we will explore the theory of unstable vacuum energy, which suggests the possibility of a catastrophic event known as false vacuum decay, as the number 1 on our list. In this scenario, the vacuum of space is in a metastable state, meaning it is relatively stable but not in the most stable state possible. However, it could eventually decay to a more stable state, leading to significant consequences. If the vacuum were to transition to a more stable state, it could result in the formation of a bubble of true vacuum that would spread, potentially leading to the end of the Earth and the entire universe. This process, known as bubble nucleation, could occur if a small region of the universe reached a more stable vacuum state, causing the spread of this new state, wave of vacuum, hurtling through space at the speed of light that could erase everything we know and love. The universe has many ways to threaten our existence, and the fact that we are still here, able to enjoy the beauty the world has to offer, is a miracle in itself. And for that, we should be grateful. That's all for today, folks. For more brain-boosting content, hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.